and say, well, look, before we even, I'm not even going to insult my guests with the fact that you people ain't pushed the like button. I'm not even going to do that. You people, first of all, can you hear me? Can you hear me on the thing? That's the first thing. Can you hear me? The second thing is, please don't play with me tonight. Okay? Don't play with me tonight. I'm not in the mood. I will cuss you out. I will find each and every one of your mamas. I'm telling you, do not play with me today. I want all the likes up. However many people in here, push the like button. You need to share, subscribe, whatever it is you're supposed to do, just do it. Please don't make me get in here and start cussing early. I think I'm not supposed to cuss until 15 minutes. I do not want to have to start cussing early. Okay? Please, just do what you're supposed to. I got a special guest in here today. All my guests are special. Okay? But today, we got somebody that's a star. She done been in the movies and all kind of stuff. Okay? And she a white lady. Okay? So push the like button and stop playing. Okay? Please don't come in here. Don't make me start being petty early on Petty Tuesday. Let's try to get in here and be nice. And let's just try to get along to go along so we can do this show real quick and go on about our business. Okay? Please. Please. Okay? Now we done got that out the way. Hey, babies. How y'all doing? Happy Petty Tuesday. I am your host, Megan McGlover, coming to you live on the pettiest day of the week. This is the pettiest day that you'll ever experience. Saturday, some people call it the Sabbath. It is the Sabbath. It's not nearly as petty. Sunday, people go to church on Sunday. Sometimes it's petty on Sunday due to the fact that your pastor is probably having sex with half of the congregation. So that is petty. And then you have Monday, you got to go to work on Monday. Your Wednesday, most people go to prayer meeting if they still going to church on Wednesday. It can be kind of petty. And then Thursday is petty because it's almost Friday. Friday's usually pretty petty because it's the start of the weekend. But nothing compares to Tuesday, baby. Tuesday is the pettiest day of the week, and I'm so happy that you are here with me. I have a guest. We're going to get right into it because she's got things to do, and I'm just so honored to have her here today. I put on lip gloss. And I washed my hair, huh? I washed my hair, and I put on lip gloss because we have somebody special in the building. Y'all, I need y'all to put your hands together for Miss Drea, Ultra Free Day Matteo in the building. Y'all put your hands together. What's going on, baby?
Oh, I took a shower too. It's why I was late. We shower all fucking week. Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to curse until 15 minutes. When you start, I'll start.
Well, that's okay. Just go ahead. If they flag this video, I don't give a damn. Let them flag it, whore. Let them flag it. What's going on, beautiful? How you doing? You done took a shower today yet?
I'm all clean.
Did you say you haven't taken a shower all week?
All week.
Okay, why?
I haven't left the house this week. It's just been one of those weeks. I'm like, just working on my research. You know what I mean? On my truth search.
Okay, let's talk about this because I have a concern. Even though you're in the house, why don't you take a shower? You don't want to take a shower?
I'm a filthy fucking hippie, man. I'm like fat. I'm like fat. Like, don't throw me. I'm like, I don't have time. I don't even have time between all this reading of information about the New World Order.
So nothing in that information says take a shower.
No, water's contaminated. I'm not letting that water touch my skin.
But you know what? I'm gonna throw you a bone. I'm gonna throw you a bone because you're in LA, aren't you?
Yep, contaminated.
So yeah, your water is probably dirty.
Oh,
you're right. Dirty. Your shower probably gonna make you dirtier.
Yeah.
Than you were before you took a shower. But I think that's a white people thing because black people take showers even if it doesn't really matter how dirty the water is. We gonna bathe because see, for black people, we feel that being clean is next to God.
Yeah, my friends from New York, all my Spanish friends in New York, they say they're always like "huerca sucia." They're always telling me I'm a friggin' slob, and they're right.
But you know what? Let me tell you something.
Oh, Man,
Me or you?
I
Okay.
think
Anyway,
I hope it's
all
from
right.
me.
It's fine. You're fine. So, how have you been? What's going on with the fires? Are they still burning? Are you okay with smoke? The smoke in the air? What's going on?
I mean, the fires have been. It's been a lot of. There's been a lot of arson in my area, so we were patrolling at night.
Yeah.
And then the mountain was hiring people to. I mean, but really, my boyfriend just patrolled every night himself. He wanted to see for himself. But then the rains came. So now we're just dealing with leaks all over because we're not used to the rain here.
Right.
You know, we don't fix our roofs and things. I mean, I don't have to shower because the rain just leaks right in from the roof, you know? So it's about to rain like crazy tomorrow. So
It's gonna rain
that's
some
good.
more.
Yeah, it's gonna
What?
rain. So it's good for us, even though a lot of it's chemical rain and it's fake rain and it's cloud seeded rain. We have a lot of that happening here. It's intense, man. It's
Well,
really.
all of the chemtrails. So I don't know if you know, but I'm born and raised in Southern California. I'm from Orange County. Born and
Oh,
raised.
okay. You escaped.
I did. I did. And my family's always like, when are you coming back to California? Never. I'll come back to visit, but
No.
I'm cool. I'm cool off of Cali because it's too many problems. Your taxes is high. Your traffic is ridiculous. You can't stop the fires. It really doesn't matter what year it is. Every single year it's a fire. And I
Yeah.
don't quite understand why they can't get that under control. It bothers me that they cannot seem to get these fires under control. And now, pretty much everyone internationally is coming and buying all the land and everything. So it's not even like the original Californians anymore. It's
Yeah.
all bought out. It's bought
Yeah.
out.
They took advantage of the fires. They took advantage of a good natural, normal disaster here. But now I think they're exacerbating them, and I definitely think it used to be sort of like, bingo, today we're gonna have a fire, but now it feels like this last go around, it just didn't feel very natural. You've never had that many at once. I mean, it was really, we're living in crazy times. It's
Yeah, listen, lady. Malibu is the water.
I
That's where it is. It's
I
the
know.
ocean. So if you can't stop a fire at the ocean, then you don't know what you're doing. I'm not even going to sit up here and have a conversation with a bunch of people talking about, oh, it was a natural disaster. Even if it was a quote unquote natural disaster, God disaster, whatever you want to call it, there's water in the backyards of these people's houses. You mean to tell me that you don't have a situation where you can siphon water from the Pacific Ocean? Really? Is that what you're telling me? It's a bunch of bull, and I'm not going to sit up here. I don't want to listen. I'm not going to negotiate with these terrorists because, as far as I'm concerned, they are terrorists. So, tell the people how you came about finding me, because the fact that you follow me on Instagram, is mind blowing to me. First of all, there's a lot of people that follow me that I don't even know are following me until like they make a comment or something. I'm like, oh my god, this lady right here has been on so many different fantastic series, Sons of Anarchy, Desperate Housewives. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, how did humble, very loud mouth, humble little me get a hold of you? How did this even happen?
I mean, you just DM'd me. You slid right into my DMs and I came right back at you. I love you.
That is so big. But you were already following me, so I guess
Yes.
did somebody send you one of my videos or something?
No, I would only get your DM if I follow you. And I've been following you for a while. And then when you when you DM'd me, this is my life now. Now that the whole world has, once you pull back that blindfold and see what's going on, nothing is ever the same. And
Right.
I feel like in the last few years, anybody that would reach out to me that was not like to me, you reaching out to me was like I joke around about when Tucker Carlson reached out to me, or when I reached out to Tucker Carlson at one point and he answered me. I was joking with my friends. I'm like, why does this feel like all of a sudden I'm talking to Axl Rose, like in the 80s? Like this would be the equivalent to like when I got to hug Beyonce, or like when I met like the most famous person of my dreams. Now, like our people that care about each other and the truth and reality and what's really going on, to me, those are the rock stars right now. So when you reached out to me, I was like, I was so excited. Like I bragged to my girlfriend, yo, Megan McGlover. And then there's another one who I love, like Conservative Anthony. Do you know him?
Yes.
That guy. And he DM'd me back, thanks for the follow, whatever. And I'm like, I love you, and I love you back. Like it's real, like we're real people and we're just all hanging out with each other. Fuck Hollywood. Fuck this whole place. I would never say burn it down to the ground because they're trying to.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like you guys in the world that are like you guys, like I don't associate with what I used to do.
Yeah.
I never really did, to be honest with you. But this movement on social media, I feel like where it became like a network. It became like an underground network of people who we all kind of found each other in different places. And I've become friends with a lot of these people now. Like, I'm going to be your buddy. I'm going to drive you crazy. I'm going to annoy you. I'm just kidding. I won't annoy you. But I'm happy about it because we felt so alone, man. When this thing started popping off 4 years ago, I felt really isolated, really alone, really scared by, all of this bureaucratic insanity and the lies and how many people were, I mean, there's a crazy meme that I keep putting up every day because I just want it to sink in, but it says like 1% rule the world, 4%, what I forgot what the 4% are trying to enforce whatever the hell they're doing, and 90% are asleep, and then there's 5% that are trying to, I don't know the percentages, but that are trying to wake the rest of the world up, while the 4% are trying to shut them up, and that you're one of them. There's only a few of us.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. I'm honored. You can bug me. It's no problem.
Aside from that, wait a second. I'm going to interrupt you. You are not only are you bringing the truth all day long, you are so fucking funny that like I just want to listen to you all day. I was like, I need to make a list of celebrities I need her to roast today, because I went down the John Leguizamo rabbit hole today. And it hurts my soul because I love these actors, And what hurts me more is that all my friends are liking all of his crazy posts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, this is breaking my heart. And it's like, I want to rail on him so bad, but like I try to be cool. So I was like, maybe you can be my spirit animal.
Yeah, just
send it to me. Roseanne will do it.
Send it to me. I have no problem. And you know what? Tell Roseanne Barr that she needs to have me on her show as well, because I have no problem roasting anybody. I let Kanye West have it the other day. That fat chick, the rapper who couldn't fit into the Uber, I let her ass have it. Listen, everybody can get it. I'm Auntie Megan. So as far as I'm concerned, what I'm trying to tell you is I'm trying to help you. Okay? I'm trying to help you, ho. And for me, it's not negative. My intent is to help you. So I'm going to say anything that I need to say in order to get your attention. If I have to talk about your mama, I'm only doing that in order to help you and your mama. So
you help John Leguizamo right now. Please help his mom. Help him.
Anybody. They can all get it. Him, his mama, his daddy, all of them. They can get it, because you got to stop the foolishness and tell the truth. I'm sick of it. I've had it up to here with the social media and just media in and of itself doing so much lying, because it has caused the amount of delusion and confusion that it's hard to even have a conversation with people anymore. So now I got to be getting all up in you know what I mean? I got to just get hardcore, come over to your auntie's house, have some greens, cornbread, and macaroni cheese, and let me cuss you out Like that's how I deal with my social media. Like as far as I'm concerned, you're coming over to my house, and I'm gonna let you know what it is, and then I'm gonna feed you with the comedy. I'm gonna feed you, so then that way it's not so hard, but it's a soft blow. But I'm still gonna tell you the truth. Okay, so tell me, what was your red pill moment? Were you weren't always conservative, right?
I'm not even conservative now. I don't
Okay,
align with anything. That I think the message was more important than the party.
I love
So
that.
I feel like look, I got the shit scared out of me during COVID. I knew what was going on. I just felt it. I felt it in my heart. Um, but many years ago, me and my ex is this guy Shooter Jennings, and he did an album called Black Ribbons, and that was like in 2010. I directed a music video with my daughter in it, and it's called Summer of Rage. You guys can all watch it, and it's about the last night before martial law, New World Order. Stephen King narrates it, the whole album. It's a concept album about the last DJ before they commandeer the airwaves. So this was the Bush administration.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm choking. So we were really against that at that time. Now fast forward to now, and it was this is literally a continuation of that era, and no one could see it. And that's what freaks me out the most, I think. Bureaucracies are going to do their thing, the government's going to do their thing, but what about the people? Because there's no president that can change a damn thing. He's got to work inside that globalist order. As much as Trump's in there doing what he's
Right.
doing right now, but this was like right in the middle of the Biden thing, who I voted for, by the way. I've never voted in my life. Never voted in my
Wow.
life. There was no way I would have voted for Hillary. Um,
Okay. Why?
I just had too much. I started to understand what was happening more. I started to realize they were all just continuing each other's jobs.
Yeah.
I also was never really into anything political ever in my life. I lived in a fucking bubble. I was one of those actors that was just like, I'm just gonna read my cool books, and I'm gonna meditate, and I'm gonna
Right.
be cool, and I'm gonna like eat my
Very
herbs.
LA. Very
Yeah, I
LA.
was super hippie. I'm super New York though. I'm from New York, but
Okay.
but I came here thinking I'm going to live this healthy lifestyle, and I get here and it's like they're telling you can't use a regular light bulb. You got to use a cancer-causing light bulb. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? So wait, you don't want me to? I'm ready to paint my house with lead paint at this point to keep the EMFs from fucking getting me. I
Right.
don't care what they say here anymore. Everything they tell me to do, I'm doing the opposite. Where's the asbestos? Give it to me. I want to eat that shit.
Right.
I'm sure there must be some health benefits.
Grind it up and smoke it.
Yeah,
They
for
have
real.
like literally. So when Hillary was running, I said to myself, I'm afraid of her.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't really live that kind of life. Like, I'm not really afraid of like people per se. Like, I walk down the street, whatever. It's not a big deal. Like, I'm not really afraid of people. But that lady, Hillary, she scared me.
Hillary.
And with that amount of, yeah, somebody put that in the chat. With that amount of power for a lady that I'm afraid of, I said I can't do it. I can't do it. Like the way she handled the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky situation, I said no, I don't want to. No, no, I'm cool. The
Watching.
fact that you have no emotion, even if you should have faked it. If I'm married to Bill, okay, if I'm married to William, okay, and the girl comes up with a cum-stained black dress and says, listen, Megan, I've been having oral sex with your husband, which is the president of the United States, by the way. I've been having sex with your husband. I've got the cum-stained dress, and this is what it is. I have to get on television and cuss. I have to. I have to. I have to get on TV and say, God bless America, coming to you live, your first lady, Megan Clinton. I'm so glad that you're here. God bless you, your family. William is a piece of shit, and I'm finna beat his ass tonight. Like, I mean, you have to do something. Hillary was so nonchalant, like, to the point where she was like, if you don't even care about your man and the father of your children or child, you definitely don't care about us. You don't know. I mean, it's just, she has no feeling as a woman. Like, she doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she doesn't have any feeling, no nothing. So I just said, you know what, I'm good for that. Now, speaking of no feelings.
She might have been cradling the balls the whole time. I just gotta say. She's a freaking sucia. You know, all of the fucking rumors about all the weird shit she's into.
She's just cupping. There's a lot of milking going on.
She probably made that shit happen so that she would be the good one.
You know what? You're saying something now. Now you're talking good. Now that actually might be true. Now, speaking of no feelings and making something happen, I heard that your family has roots in the mafia.
Yeah. They're dead. It's fine. We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Everybody's dead now.
Everybody's dead. So, what part of New York are you from? Is it Brooklyn, Bronx?
Queens.
Oh, from Queens.
Queens.
Okay. So your granddad was like in the mafia. So when you played these roles, that was kind of innate in you. Like, you just gangsta anyways.
But I didn't, you know, I didn't fully know that I mean, I knew, but I like, you know, my mom's family and my grandfather, the mafia one, the one who was probably the worst of them all, was they're from Harlem. My dad was from the Bronx. We lived in Queens. Our house in Queens had like, I don't know, 10 Cadillacs in the driveway, and they were either like, you're in the mafia or you have car service. You're like, my dad just liked Cadillacs, but he got out of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it was my grandfather's house that we lived in. He died at 50 at the track with his face in a plate of spaghetti.
Like the movies. That's crazy. Like, that's true.
And he won. And my mother, when my mother answered the door, the thugs came with an envelope of like $3,000 in cash, and they were like, "But he's dead." And they gave her the $3,000. But he's dead. And my mother was happy that he was dead because he was difficult. You know, he would beat the shit out of my grandmother. You know, he was one of those bad guys. And they called him Joe Babes because he was a womanizer. But then when I looked that up on the internet, it said something so vile, I can't even say it out loud. I've said it once and I saw myself say it in a podcast, and I was like, I can't even say those words because my whole life revolves around my babies. So I'm sure it was an accident, though. It was an accident, but still, you know, people doing all that shit. I mean, what we're dealing with right now in the world is nothing but a giant mafia.
Yeah. That is what I wanted to kind of bring up. Like, everything that's on TV, you know, these movies and these shows and series and etc., it's really off of real life stuff that's going on. Like, the stuff that Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, whatever his name has done. This is a movie. Like, it's all real life stuff. And I think that people are forgetting that art imitates life, not the other way around. Like, this stuff is already happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of predictive programming. I mean, if you can even look up how many movies the Pentagon produced, which is and then there's also Netflix. I think someone told me an interesting story about Netflix. Netflix and chill will have a new meaning. It'll be more like Netflix. That's chilling. That the guy that started it is a descendant of Freud, and it was all intentional for a psychological groupthink programming. I don't know how much of this is true, but what I do know is true is one day there are going to be volumes written about the psychology of this very moment that we're living through, because they have gotten people so hypnotized and brainwashed Like when we were talking about, yelling at liberals and telling them like, what the hell's wrong with you? What about the ones some of them aren't lying. Some of them are so confused. The truth is right there. They're showing them the truth right. You may not like Elon Musk. I don't give a shit. I don't know him. I don't care about him yet. I don't know if he's a good guy, bad guy. I can't figure it out yet. But it's not about who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. It's about us. And right now we're being shown the truth. So let's just look at the truth right now. Let's just take one moment at a time. And they're showing us where all our tax money went. And people don't. They're trying to make up other conspiracies. And then they call us the conspiracy theorists. I'm like, just look at the truth. You don't care that you just gave 50% of your money to all of these causes that don't benefit you on any level. Are you still virtue signaling because you care about comic books and frickin' Peru? I mean, give me a break.
Right. Well, and you are 110% correct, because I don't know if you know, but I have several degrees in psychology, and psychology is really my number one thing. And so even though I'm very comedic, I'm always trying to get a message across. And if I have to get it across with jokes or whatever, then I'm willing to do that. But for me, it is exactly what you're saying. These things are so right in your face. And the fact that people still can't seem to grasp it is shocking and scary, because they have been programmed. And once someone has been programmed, they have to be then deprogrammed. But who's going to make up the deprogramming? That's where we're at.
You.
Oh shit.
You, because I was when I was
shit.
Yes, we have to do this, but like they were manipulated into believing this lie. Like how you have to manipulate them to bring them back to the center somehow. Like I think. And how do we do that?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not even a matter of like, okay, let me talk to you. Like you can't.
No.
I saw a clip of this lady. She was a Chiefs fan, and the Chiefs lost the Super Bowl, and she was crying, and she said the reason why the Chiefs lost the game is because President Donald Trump was there at the Super Bowl. And I mean, she's in tears. I mean, I'm talking about I mean she is frantic, manic, pissed off, cannot be consoled. What do you say to a woman who is crying? And I mean, she is a lady of age. This is not a 20-year-old. This lady was probably 56, 60, 65, something like that, years old. She has children, I'm sure, grandkids, I'm sure. It's completely delusional, TDS syndrome like a mug. And she's up there saying that the reason why the Chiefs lost the game is because Donald Trump was in the stadium. How can I say, ma'am?
Do it. Let's go.
Ma'am, is it the weed? Is it the crack? Is it the cocaine, rocks? Is it the heroin? What is it? What is it exactly that you're doing, and you're mixing them together? Because see, what you cannot do, this is a message for everybody on here. Don't mix your drugs. Just get one drug and stick to it, whore. Because see, what happens is when you start shooting heroin, then you start the coke, then you're doing the marijuana, it all runs together on you. See, that starts to run together on you. Then you start saying stupid shit like the reason why your whack-ass team lost the damn Super Bowl is because Trump was in the damn stadium. So you mean to tell me that Trump has an aura?
And he wanted the Chiefs to win, I think.
I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. And then, of course, the whole thing is, oh, well, the Chiefs are more conservative than the Eagles, and da-da-da. So if he wanted anybody to win, it would have been the Chiefs. So how is it possible, from that standpoint, I'm sure he didn't care, but from that standpoint, how can you say that Trump's presence is the reason why 50 people on the team lost the game? They got their ass whooped, ma'am, and if you would stop running your drugs together on you, you would be able to realize that is what happened. But see, you can't even really have a conversation with people because they're too far gone. So it's either drugs or you just stupid. I can't.
so many friends who are still fucking in there in the hole. I don't know what to do. They're not even on drugs.
Well, maybe they should get on some. And I don't promote. You know, I'm drug free. I don't promote anything. I don't promote the fentanyl. I don't promote the marijuana. But if you that messed up in your mind, you know, get a little toot or something. I don't know. Maybe some CBD or something. Try something, ho, because it's painful that we have to sit up here and even discuss this type of stuff. When you watch The View, which I do not do, but sometimes you see little clips and stuff, it's just a bunch of chicks on there talking crazy. And you're like, how is it possible that you have this many different people and not one person is saying, hey, well, let's look at it from a different perspective. Maybe that's not correct, or, you know, whatever. So anyways, back to your point. I don't know how we're going to deprogram. I don't know that I can do it. I will definitely continue to try, but I don't know. I can't do it. So let's get to some of your tattoos. One tattoo in particular. There's a tattoo on the back of your arm that says "No liars." No liars.
It almost looks like your book cover.
Does it really? Let me see.
Well, that's your mouth, though, right?
Yeah, it's a mouth.
I wish I had a fucking mouth on the back of my arm. I wish I had your mouth on the back of my arm telling people where they gotta go. Because that's what the tattoo was for. I put it on the back of my arm so I could fucking do this to you while you're lying in my face, and then you can watch me walk away, motherfucker. This is the way they do it. The Italian version of Miss McLover.
I put it on the back of my arm so I can do this to you.
It is.
And then you can watch me walk away. Okay.
Don't fucking lie to me. Stop with your fucking bullshit. I forgot that I had that. That's perfect for you. You love that tattoo. When I'm standing in line to buy shit at the grocery store, like, you know, when I'm standing in a 12-hour line for eggs, everyone's always like, I love your tattoo on the back of my arm. And I'm like, what the fuck tattoo is on the back of my arm? And it's that one. And then I'm like, oh, good, I met a kindred spirit, because the rest of these motherfuckers are going to lie for the rest of the day. You're going to lie about something.
So was there a precipice that actually brought that tattoo on? Or you just said, you know, you woke up one morning with like, I need everybody to stop lying?
Yeah,
Did something actually happen?
It was to somebody who deserved to watch me walk away. And that person didn't even notice I had the tattoo for weeks and months. And then we were filming something and they were like, what is that on your arm? And I was like,
it's a message.
You just saw it? Good for you. It's for you. It's an homage, motherfucker. No, it's just somebody that I love very dearly. But, you know, sometimes you get pissed.
Yeah. No, I totally.
To remind you. Just let this be a reminder.
Let this be a reminder that there's elbows to the front teeth.
Yeah.
This goes to the front teeth. Boom, teeth. So all you want for Christmas. So what you should put is underneath that, you should put all you want for Christmas. To remind you, your two fronts, ho. This is boom, two fronts. Okay?
But
go down there to Turkey or Mexico or wherever they do the teeth implants. Get you a round trip ticket, ho, because that's where you're going to need to go. I'm trying to help you, okay? Keep lying, you'll need a round trip ticket. Yeah, you know, I have dealt with some liars in my life, especially in my last relationship, and it is just flabbergasting to me, especially me, because I feel like I create a safe space. I feel like you can tell me anything. Like, I might, you can tell me anything. Now, I might say, what the fuck? Like, you what? Now, I might say that. But I at least I create a cushion, okay? I create a cushion for the truth to be told. I do feel that it's fair for me to have my reaction, but I do allow for a cushion to be told. So if somebody lies to me, I personally am insulted. I'm insulted because I feel like you don't have to lie to me. I'm here for you. Like, tell me what it is. Maybe we can figure it out together. Like, let's do it. But once you lie, I'm out.
But you know what they tell you? They say you're so strong that I'm afraid of you.
Oh,
And then you're so strong. I don't want to like. It's like, oh, because I have boundaries, motherfucker. You don't want to hear anything because I have boundaries, and because I'll tell you the truth straight up. I will always tell you the truth about everything, even if it hurts. I might be a dick sometimes, but I say it so nice. Like I'm just like, look, these are the facts, man. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or anything. It's just like this is what's going on.
100%. 100%. I'm not. Listen, I realized that people were fucked up when my mother died. So my mother was murdered in 2012. I had a group of friends, very, very close friends, and the majority of them didn't call me when my mother died. They didn't call me. And so, a couple of years went on or whatever, and then, they reached out or whatever, and I said, well, why didn't you call me when my mother died? And they said, well, Megan, you're so strong. I just thought that you had it all together. I said, that's the biggest lie from the pit of hell. I've never heard a lie like that in my life. What kind of I don't care if you're Hulk Hogan strong. What kind of shit is that you don't call somebody when they mama dies? Because you think that they're strong. Like, you gotta stop this foolishness. I'm not gonna play these kind of games with these people anymore with the bullshit talking about, oh, you so strong, you so strong. Okay, come on.
Now I want to interview you because I don't know. I want to know what happened to your mom. I don't even know you, and I want to know.
Yeah. So, just real quickly, in September 21, 2012, I was talking to my mother on the phone. She was like my best friend, so we talked all the time. And she used to walk every morning, anywhere from 5 to 6 miles every morning she would walk. And I was talking on the phone, and she was on her morning walk, and a couple of people came up to her, and I heard her say on the phone, they must have either approached her or something. We weren't on FaceTime, we were just on regular phone. And I heard her say, excuse me, to whoever it was, excuse me. And then I heard like rustling, like rustling over the phone. And then I just heard her scream my name. She just screamed, Megan! But you could tell that it was away from the phone. And then the phone just turned off. Just click. And then, of course, I called her back. And I called her back maybe 2 or 3 times. And I was in Atlanta at the time. My mother was in California, Southern California. And I immediately called 911. But because I was in Atlanta, it went to Georgia 911. And I was like, my mother's being attacked right now in California. I need you to transfer me over. Oh, well, you need to call this number, all this bullshit. So I hung up, called my sister, Adrian, who lived probably about 7 minutes away from my mother. I called her. She didn't answer the phone right away. So then I called my brother. I called him. He didn't answer the phone. I called my sister. Then my sister called me back. And I was like, mother's being attacked. Call 911. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, listen, call 911. Mother's on one of her walks. I don't know where she is, but she's somewhere within a 5-mile radius. Call mother right now. Call 911. Get the police out there right now. So she calls 911. Then I'm trying to call my brother back to wake him up or whatever. I'm calling the 911 in Georgia, trying to get somebody. Anyways, finally, my sister goes to my mother's house, picks up my brother, and they start scouring around the area. The police are around. Now they're around, and they found my mother in a ditch, like, a ravine on the side of the road. They found it because there was a trail of blood that they could see the droplets of blood across the street. And she was in a ditch. She was still alive at the time, but she had been beaten. And so they waved down the ambulance. The ambulance got her in the car, and then they took her to the hospital, and she died there of cardiac arrest. We still, to this day, do not know who killed my mother.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah. Pretty devastating story. So I was on the news, I was in the newspapers, I was on the radio stations, I put out flyers, I went to all different type of Congress and everything. And a side note, I don't think anybody knows this, I don't think I've ever said this out loud, but I sent a letter. I actually still have the copy of the letter. At the time, Kamala Harris was the
Attorney General.
Attorney General. And I sent a message to Kamala Harris about my mother and never got a reply.
Of course.
Now, that's not why I don't like the bitch. However, now that we're thinking about it, and it's Petty Tuesday, we can put that on the docket as well. Fuck that hoe, because she didn't respond to me and probably could have helped me find the people that killed my mother. So we'll put that on the docket. You know what? I should have thought about that crap when she was running for president, because I could have just said that one thing, and that would have been the end of that.
Was that your turning point?
No.
Were you liberal before?
You know what? To be
I feel like I'm asking stupid questions right now because I feel terrible, and I'm a real softie. I'm a big mouth too, but I'm a real softie.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna move on with you instead of.
Let's move on.
I'm not gonna. Okay,
I'll start crying too. You know, I'll cry.
Okay.
I'll start
my
crying.
mom
So
just died this summer, but I mean, if somebody would have taken her, I would have been on the war path.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
it was bad. It was a bad.
I'm sorry you had to go through something that fucking brutal. Ugh.
Yeah, it was terrible, and the fact that I still don't know who killed my mother is not every day, but. Almost every day it's something, if I see something on TV or something, or I don't really watch TV, or it's on my phone or something, sometimes I'll get a little stir, and but it really has, I had to go through, of course, my healing process, and I told God, I said, listen, what am I supposed to do with this? Because clearly either I'm going to die or I'm going to have to help people with this. Like, I can't, it's either or. I can't just sit in the middle on the middle of a teeter-totter. I have to either do one thing or the other. Either I'm going to die in this grief, or I'm going to help people how to deal with grief. And so that's what I've been doing with my counseling and therapy with other people, is helping them through grief, because I've been through something that most people have never even dreamed of. And I'm just so grateful to God that I was able to get on the other side of that. And so,
Well, if I ever need a therapist, I'm coming to you, because I want you to yell at me all fucking day.
Yeah. So back to your question.
Now, what's so funny, Dre?
now, what's so funny is, and of course, I have my own foundation, which is Remedy for You, Remedy, the number 4, the letter U, foundation.org. And that's what I do. I talk about grief, and I do women's retreats and, healing retreats to try to really, really help people. But back to your question, I just wanted to answer your question. I was liberal, but I didn't know I was liberal, because most black people are liberal, but they don't know. They just follow whatever, if your mom votes for Obama, you vote for Obama. If it's just your mom votes for Clinton, you vote for Clinton. It's not a big deal within the culture. But what I realized, and I guess my red pill moment for me was, I realized that I'm actually very conservative, because there's a couple of things that are the way I am and have always been this way. One, I don't want you to be in my business. That's the first thing. I don't want you asking me questions about who I sleep with, where I slept with them, what I'm doing, what time I'm doing it. And I don't want you all up in my taxes. And I don't want you messing around with my guns. Those were things, those were just straight up blanket things, whether I was voting for the blue or the red. I did not recognize that the blue were anti-privacy, anti-saving money, and anti-guns. If I had known that from the beginning, I would have never, ever, ever, regardless of what my mother was doing or my family or whatever, I would have never condoned that type of behavior. And now you're over here talking about you want to give surgery to little kids and to the people in jail and to the people coming over the border. You trying to change private parts. This is too much for me. It's too much. It's like, come on, baby.
Me too. That's one I wouldn't touch either. And now I'm just like, because I have so many gay friends, and like I grew up in New York. But now I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this. This is insanity. None of this makes any sense. Like this is, and I don't know how you feel, I feel like any group of people was used by the government to sort of just like divide everybody. Everybody was used as a pawn. I feel like they're trying to do that now with the Hispanic community. I felt like they were doing that with BLM. I felt like they were doing it with the transgender movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like and I feel like they don't really care about any of the people. They're exploiting everybody.
Yeah.
So it never felt, but I always did think I was on the side of, humanity, and it wasn't. I don't know when it took a turn, or maybe it was always being formulated and we just didn't see it. I mean, now that I've researched shit all day long, it does seem like this has been going on for a really fucking long time, and they've just been trying to degrade society. But man, the way it ramped up in the last 4 years with some of the most bizarre things ever that have become, as Lori C says, anti-common sense. At the end of the day, it's just common sense.
Right. Just common sense that is just completely gone. We used to joke all the time, common sense is not common. But it's much worse now. It's not like, oh, common sense is not common. It's like common sense is almost like people are allergic to common sense. They break out in hives. If you tell somebody your 5-year-old child should not be deciding their gender at this time. Oh my God! What do you mean? What you mean? What I mean, whore? This nigga's 5. Yes, I called your child a nigga. This is 5.
Oh my God, I love it so much.
Just like he not gonna tell me. Let me tell you. Your child not gonna tell me what he gonna eat. Your child not gonna tell me what time he gonna go to bed. Your child not gonna tell me he gonna still stay up and watch video games. Your child not gonna tell me a whole bunch of shit. He damn sure ain't gonna tell me nothing about a gender. He's 5.
This is a good point. My girlfriend said that her niece went to her and said went to her mom and said, I think I'm bisexual. She said, you're no sexual. You are a child. You are no sexual.
Let me tell you something. My mother used to tell me all the time, I will kill you.
And me too. I say it all the time too.
Yeah, and I'm sure she could have gone to jail for that. But my mother would tell me all the time, I will kill you. I will kill you.
Favorite.
Just straight up. Look me right in the face. I will kill you. And my mother she was very loving and very kind, but for me, if I'm going to cuss you out, I'll at least cook you a meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, come over here. I'm finna cuss you out. Like, come to my house. Sit down. I'm going to make you a meal, and I'm going to cuss you out. My mother, that was not her approach at all. She's just going to tell you, I'm going to kill you. Ain't no hug, no kiss, no nothing after that. I'm going to kill you. And then she just walk off. You're like, yo, are you going to kill me like today? Tomorrow? Like, is there like should I put it in my calendar? Like, what? She was off the chain. Listen, I'm not going to keep you on here all day. I told you I was only going to keep you for an hour.
You're good. My kids got picked up.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, tell us about your website, because I need the people to know what they need to do, where they need to go, what it's all about. Tell them.
You're going to get in trouble on YouTube right now.
Why? Oh.
Because that's our...
That's the logo?
That's our thing.
Come on, put it up again. Let me see. That looks good. Let me see. Let me go on here and buy a t-shirt. Oh, because you got
don't buy anything. I'm going to send you stuff.
Hey, free merch. Okay.
This is our red hat. Because we don't care about who the president is. We care about who the people are. We want to change the people. People wake up and help the president do the right thing. If this president's going to do the right thing, we need to. He can't do it. No one president can do any of it. None of it.
Correct.
It's going to be us. We sell these little guys from the Protection Collection. You can put your name on it.
Ooh.
You can write something you like on it.
Ooh, I know Cerebral Candy is.
And then this is your War Machine t-shirt. Because you know this is a war machine, this television.
Yes.
That's
Oh
how
my
you keep
God.
everybody at war, right there.
That's it. Let me put this up right now.
Don't believe it. Don't believe any of it.
Don't
Only
believe the
believe
hype.
Megan.
Don't believe the hype. So this is her website, you guys. I want you guys to go on here and check this stuff out. Oh my God.
I quit acting because I knew that they weren't going to have me anymore. So this is what I do now. I just try to spread the truth a little bit at a time. And my whole purpose right now is to at least try to transition people. I'm on the trans team. I just want to transition people gently because there's so much information coming in so fast that people's heads are about to explode. And they don't know what to do with the information. They're already so confused and disturbed, So I just want to be there to that's the chemtrail shirt.
Listen, you guys, this is very serious. This lady just told you that she quit acting and this is what she does. So I cannot even imagine, you quit making, millions of dollars.
I never made millions of dollars.
Okay, well, hundreds of thousands, whatever. I'm trying to make a point. Just let me make the fucking point.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's go back to what I said, okay? I cannot imagine making millions of dollars and then decide to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore because I have learned the truth. I have seen the truth. I need every single one of you guys to go on here and at least just buy a t-shirt. Come on, let's support this lady. Come on now.
Thanks.
Let's support this lady. Look, the war on truth, reality, humanity. Come on, you guys. I need you guys to go on here and support this lady. She's come on here. She's taking her time to come be with us on Petty Tuesday. The least we could do is go on here and buy some shirts. Okay, buy some shirts.
More than anything, I just care that you spread the truth everywhere, from friend to friend to friend, to try to work just a little bit of magic with everyone you know and spread more love.
Yeah, we got to spread love. ... Take Six Spread Love album is absolutely amazing.
Well, we got to make fun of people while we're doing it. We have to yell at people while we do it. We got to do it. It's funny. Funny is funny.
Did you see that fat chick over there on the Breakfast Club that she needed a chair like that? She needed a couch like that. That couch in your backyard, back there like that. That fat hoe. Did you see her? Did you see her?
I was happy for her that she got the couch. I was like, look at this bitch.
But I'm going to do it. I got to calm down. This hooker gets on she goes in there, first of all, with a halter top. Her entire stomach is out. And she running around there talking about, I think that fat people need to be accommodated. Ma'am, the only accommodations of which I support is at the gym. If you can't fit on the treadmill, they need to accommodate that. If you can't fit on the bicycle, they need to accommodate that. If you can't fit on some of the weight machines, they need to accommodate that. Ain't no way in heaven or hell that we're going to accommodate you, ma'am. Woo! And the audacity and the gall that she had to say that in public. Like she really doing some big stuff. Like, oh, I think that you should. And then she said, let me tell you something. I'm not an attorney at all, but I wish I could fight this case because it's open and shut. It's open and shut. There are videotapes of this lady admitting that she does not see herself as big.
Oh.
So that's it. So we're done. The case is over. Your Honor, this is attorney, assistant attorney Megan McGlover, whatever you want to call me, whatever. Attorney incarnate. This lady has admitted that she does not see herself as fat. Therefore, there is a psychological, emotional, and mental issue that she's dealing with. Therefore, she has ordered something that she, in her mind, thinks that she can fit in, but physically she cannot. In this third dimension, Your Honor, she cannot fit. Case dismissed. If it does not fit, you must acquit.
Oh my God.
That's the end of that. This whole go sit there talking about what'd she say? I can't remember what she said verbatim, but it was something like she has a skinny mind. Like she doesn't have a fat people mind. She has a skinny mind. Look here, ho. That's not our problem. Again, with the drugs. Drugs. I don't know if it's crack, coke, marijuana, heroin, amphetamine. What I don't know what you're doing. But when you mix them all together, and you throw a couple of hot dogs on top, your stuff is all messed up, huh? It's all messed up.
Because
Okay.
this is how I found you.
Oh, okay.
This is how I found you.
Well, I'm glad.
My spirit animal.
I'm gonna keep going because I'm sick of this shit. You're gonna sit on here and tell me you're wide and all outside, and you're gonna sit here and talk about, well, we should accommodate. Look here, Ho. If you died in the back of that man's car because your thighs have been pushed up into your chest, then what we gonna do? His insurance goes up. He got to get the jaws of life to cut you out of his car. Now he got to pay for that. Look here, lady. You're a liability. You're a freaking liability. And I'm not, in no way am I against people that are large, people that are obese. I love every single person. But you're not finna sit up here. That's like you telling me. I'm not even going to.
It's that self-righteous shit.
I was getting ready to say something, but I'm not going to say it. That's like you telling me I should.
Say it! Come on! You're with the crazy giddy from hell. Say
That's
it.
like you telling me I should let you sit on my face and I can't breathe. I don't agree. I don't agree, huh? I say no. I say when, like that girl said in Pretty Woman. I say when. I say who. I say when. You no. You fat whore. Excuse me. I'm not trying to. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not trying to offend anybody's jokes. These jokes, but I'm telling you the truth. Sick of these shit.
You know what? It's okay to fuck with her because she's got an attitude. She's self-righteous. She's not righteous. She's being self-righteous, and that's part of that fucking brain disease that everybody has right now.
Put your big fat ass. You gonna sit there and tell me I have to do it this way? No. You too big to be up here, ma'am. You need to be over here. This is the best way. You understand? You can't be up here. Oh, well, I don't think fat, but I see fat, and I'm not gonna be able to breathe. So this is the way you have to do it. You have to go over here. Let's go side by side.
She's a rapper. She's about to have a fucking album out now because she didn't fit in a lift.
No, she already has a.
That was her PR stunt.
Well, it was. It was her PR stunt. But she already was a rapper. She was on some reality TV show or something like that, and all these other things. And there's a clip of her on the reality TV show where the lady was telling her she needs to get her health under control. Like, you need to get your health under control. But she want to sit up here with her tons of fun and want to tell people what they should and should not do. Listen here, lady. These are your choices. And if you're skinny-minded, you'd be skinny in the body. Because your mind is telling you to eat 5 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, a pizza, 16 brownies, and a couple of Diet Cokes. That's your mind telling you to do that. So you don't have a skinny mind. You have a large people mind. Because you understand? Like, come on. Like, stop. I want it to stop. The name of the book is Stop Lying, StopLyingBook.com. Okay, come on.
What does Lizzo think? Has Lizzo commented on this shit yet?
Well, you know Lizzo been losing weight. So she's trying to get out of that.
Oh. I love Lizzo.
Yeah, Lizzo been losing weight. She decided she didn't want to be the spokesperson.
Adele got out of it. Adele left the chubby party too.
Yeah, she left the chubby party because she done went and got her a Nigerian or something. And he told her, no more jollof rice.
Oh my God. Dad.
No more jollof rice for you. It's too big. You're too big. It's the no more jollof rice. No more curry chicken. No more jerk chicken, curry chicken, whatever the hell they eat. No more. So that Nigerian boy that she been having sex with over there, Adele been having sex with, pushed her away from the table. Okay? And so, sex will do that to you. It'll help you out. When you get the huffing and puffing and you can't breathe and all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You need somebody that loves you. You need somebody that loves you. Somebody that'll tell you, look here, whore. I want to be with you, but it's a lot of work. I got to, picking up thighs, and I got to move this thigh over here, and then we got to roll this over like this, and all. It's a lot of work. Nobody want to do all that shit just to love you, whore. Big asshole. It's too much work. In here lifting weights trying to. Okay, anyways. All right, y'all put your hands together.
I need you to be a Disney voice, please. I need you to play a Disney princess's mom.
Oh my God, that would be funny. That would be funny.
My God.
Now that would be funny. I could be like a fairy godmother. What is your problem?
Yes, please.
Look here, Cinderella. Get your ass up. Your hair is not done. You don't have a dress. Have you taken a shower? It doesn't look like it. You over here. You letting these fat hoes talk to you crazy. See, the Cinderella story would have been much different if I was her fairy godmother, because I would have told her to tell them other bitches kiss her ass. I would have been in Cinderella's ear like, this is what it is, ho. Tell the whatever the stepmama with her ugly ass, did she have a mole on her face or whatever it was? You could tell her that I said that her man is having sex with another man. Like, it would have been bad. So,
it was way better.
It would have been bad. It would have been bad. Okay, come on. What last words do you have? Do you want to close with anything? You want to close with your website? Whatever you want to say.
I mean, that's a lot of pressure right there. I mean, I'm not following you up as a Disney princess. Fuck that. I'm just happy to be here.
Well, I will say that it has been such an honor to speak with you and to have you on Petty Tuesday. Oh my God, like, this is going to go down in history for me. You guys put your hands together for this amazing, amazing spirit, this amazing, amazing person who has come here to just like share her grace and her ambiance with us. Put your hands together for Miss Drea Ultra Free, baby!
We gotta love ourselves, right? That's another message. We gotta love ourselves. I feel like if I didn't love myself, I wouldn't have been able to speak out and give a shit about people hating me and all the rejection and all that shit. Gotta love yourself. That's my message. That's my parting message.
I love that. You guys know I'm big on loving yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else, and I damn sure cannot expect anybody to love me when I don't love myself. So get your head out of your ass. Love yourself first. Take care of yourself. And then you can receive love, have love, be love, experience love. I love you, every single one of you. You guys, again, please go to ultrafree.co, not com.co, ultrafree.co, and support my girl. Y'all support my girl. Put your hands together for her. Thank you so much again. I love you so much, and we will chit chat. You guys have a good rest of your evening. I think I'm going to go salsa dancing. I'm already sweating, so I might as well get that shit done.
I'm going to the comedy store tonight.
Are you? Shut your mouth.
One of the comedy places. I can't remember. I got to take my daughter to a rock show. I got to go to the comedy thing.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Bye, guys. Bye.